Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. I'm having a problem here with this. Let's open up. Anyway, I'll talk loudly, okay? Won't get you. So, hope you're having this end of school year, isn't it? Okay. Now, I'm sure you have seen a school play. We had one here at Calvary, right? And you also watch movies, DVDs, and that. And we have actors. Yeah. Well, what I want to talk about is when you watch a DVD or a movie or a play, you see actors. Now, actors, what do? They
talk.
They talk, and they do. And they are not really the person they're representing, right? If you see a picture with Batman on it, there's a person playing Batman. That isn't really Batman. Or if there's a movie with Jesus in it, it's played by an actor. That person isn't really Jesus. And so an actor is not, actor may play somebody really mean and nasty, but in real life, that person is a wonderful person. Very nice. And it could be the opposite way, too. Yeah. Well, we have 4 sons, and one of our sons is very much like an actor. He is the nicest. Well, I like all my sons, but he's one of the nicest people you'd like to meet. He is a good son. He is a wonderful husband. He has 3 children. And he's a wonderful father, and he teaches school, and he's an excellent teacher. But he does act some things out. He says that he is my favorite son. He also, when he comes to visit us, sits at my right-hand side, because that's, in the old times, in Jesus' time and other times, that was a place of honor.
Sit down.
Sit next to, on my right side, the Father. Well, at Christmas time, he gave us a calendar. What year is it this year, do you know? 2016. Right.
2016.
2016. And how many months are there in 2016? Like every year? 12. Okay, starting with January. Going on. Well, okay, now, show you this calendar. Start with January. Okay, his name is Stephen. This is my 3rd son of 4 sons. His name is Stephen. And so January has 3 pictures of him. One is, about a year and a half old. Here, this one, he's about 2 or 3 years old. And here how he looks today. Okay, and he says, "This guy, I." February, there are 4 pictures of Stephen skiing next to an old car out in the desert and doing something here. March, 3 pictures of Stephen trimming a palm tree, out hiking by the ocean, and here he's the swimming coach there. April, 2 pictures of Stephen. He said, "This guy." Here he's holding a camera. Here's a badminton racket. May, beautiful picture of a lake with a little jut of land sticking out, and Stephen's out there, all by himself. June is probably the greatest month in his life because he got married. So he has marriage pictures. He has 3 pictures. And they're all of Stephen. Stephen. hiking the John Muir Trail. Here he's there, and there he's way up there. August. Stephen teaching his science class. Here's in the classroom. There and there. 3 pictures. September. Here, Stephen in a triathlon. Here, Stephen on a hike by himself. Okay. October, 4 pictures of Stephen. Here he's hiking. Here's a picture of him with elk. Here's he's in the desert. Here's another picture of Stephen. November. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pictures. All about Stephen. December. Here again, 2 pictures. What was this calendar all about?
Steven.
Right. But the last one, he did include his parents. And that made us really laugh, really funny for us. But you know, there's a sad thing to this too, because some people like to think of themselves as all important. They are number one. They're the most important thing in this world. And some big people, they want the best job with the most pay, a big house, an expensive car, go on vacations all over. It's all about them. And that's sad. And it can be about kids too. Do you want is the most important thing in your life having the most toys?
No.
Having the latest video games? Being the most important thing in your life is being the best basketball player?
No.
Best boxer like Muhammad Ali said, I'm the greatest? Or do you want the most important thing in your life is being popular? Everybody likes you. That's the most important thing. What is missing in your life?
This missing means to me that I go to school.
Well, I didn't quite get that, but what about God? What about God in your life? Now, some of these things are good. If you have good video games and good toys, that's good. But should that be the most important thing in your life?
No.
Now, it's important to get good grades. And if somebody says, boy, you're great, you got the best grades, and if you say, yeah, because I am the best, wouldn't it be better if you would say, yes, I did get good grades, but I thank Jesus for giving me the ability that I can work hard and get those good grades. Even Jesus, when people said, praise Jesus when he was here on earth, he said, give praise rather to my Father. So we should be thankful for all the good things we can do, like if we are good at music, if we're good at making friends, if we want getting good grades and all that. That's all good. But give the praise to Jesus, because it's not me that's number one, or you that's number one. It's Jesus that's number one. Okay? Pray. Dear Jesus, thank you for being number one in my life. Amen. Pastors.
Yes, we'll do that. So you can get back to it.